Hi everyone, Dr. Jeff here with you today. Today we're actually going to talk about future health, and the jury's out right now on whether or not our kids will actually outlive their parents. And why is this? Well, the increased rise of obesity, diabetes, cholesterol, heart disease, all these different things. And what they have found, actually, coming out of England, is kind of an interesting study. They found that obese people are actually outliving people of regular or normal weight. So that's an interesting study that came out. But the one thing for sure is that if our kids do outlive us, one thing's for sure is that they're actually going to live in poorer health end stage than we are, which is going to be a big strain on our medical care system. And one culprit of this, I think, is phones and computers. The average person spends 8.5 hours a day on the computer, on their phone, at work, or even when they come home from work, they'll find that what do? They go right on the computer and they go on the social media, they go gaming, they're always communicating on the phones or on the computers. They actually spend more time on the computers than they do sleeping. And this creates a real posture issue. Rachel today from our office, and we're going to talk about your posture here. So ideally your neck is sitting up like this, neutral position. It weighs about 10 to 12 pounds. And so when you're on your phone, ideally you want to be up here on your phone. All right? Perfect posture. For every inch we go forward, looking down, that increases your head weight by 10 pounds. So 15 degrees, you're at 20 pounds. 30, you're at 30, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds. So by the time you're actually looking at your phone down your lap, your head is now weighing 60 pounds. All right? You're carrying that all day, or as long as you're working on your phone. That puts a lot of stress on your neck. If you look at your neck should be curved up this way. Your neck is now straight. That puts a lot of pressure on the discs in your neck, can lead to disc bulges, disc herniations. Also lots of stress because the nerves have to travel much further through here. So you're looking at thoracic outlet syndrome, carpal tunnel syndrome, anything that causes pain and numbness down your arms. The other thing you'll find is that you see these people with this nice hump in the back here. That's called a dowager's hump. And what can happen is because of this bad posture, you can develop more of a hump here. This is going to get bigger and thicker from the tension being put on those muscles here. So ideally what you want to do is you want to have your phone up here, looking at your phone, nice good posture here. Same with your laptop screen, same with your computer screen at work. You want to have it sitting up front so your head is in a neutral position so you're not putting all this stress on your neck. All right? Thanks, Rachel. The other thing that happens with spending too much time on the computer and too much on the phone is we're actually not getting enough exercise. And one thing this does is we know that exercise is really good for diabetes and for obesity and things like that. It's good for your heart. But it's also very important for your brain. And there's something called neuroplasticity, and that's the ability of your brain to actually heal itself. For your brain to actually heal itself, I remember it used to be thought that you go and you drink a whole bunch of beer, you kill all these brain cells, and you never get them back again. And that's really not the truth. What they have found is that exercise is very important. Proper nutrition, such as amino acids and collagen fibers that actually your brain is made of, is very important. But they found that 20 to 30 minutes of exercise is also very important in letting your brain rewire itself and reconnect itself and repair itself. They found that kids, here we are in Ontario, and our government's spending more time trying to get kids out of phys ed than they are into phys ed, and lack of exercise instead of more exercise. And what they found with testing is that kids that actually exercise 20 to 30 minutes of moderate exercise before school, they actually did better in their grade point averages and their standardized testing than kids that just spent their time studying or kids that did nothing. So it's very important, showing that actually exercise is very important in rewiring and helping the brain suck in all that knowledge. Also, they found that Alzheimer's patients, if they gave them pre and post memory tests, that after exercise, Alzheimer's patients actually did better on the memory test than patients that did not exercise. So again, we're showing that your brain is very important to get exercise with it. And even exercising for 30 minutes, if you're at work and you're exercising or you're sitting 8 hours a day, even 30 hours of exercise after work is not enough to undo all the bad stuff that happened while sitting at work all day. So a recommendation is that every 45 minutes to an hour you should be getting up from your desk and you should be going for a walk. And even climbing one flight of stairs every hour is enough to undo all the bad stuff that happens while sitting all day. Because now they talk about sitting is the new smoking. So what do you need to do? Well, one thing is when you're on the computer or on your phone, keep your head up. All right, keep your head in a normal posture. There are different apps out there you can get now that actually will tell you whether your phone is in the right posture or not. The other thing is make sure you get up from work every hour. Make sure you get up, and even if it's 30 seconds or a minute, just to move around a little bit, to change your posture, and that will help your body and your brain. Also, parents, get out there and walk with your kids. Every day, get out and walk with your kids. I don't care if they put their headphones on or whatever, but make sure you get out and do some exercise. It's good for you and it's good for them. I'm Dr. Jeff, and I've got your back.